I don't know about you guys, but I am so ready to do this because I've been thinking about creative design exercises for a very long time. And I've had 20 wonderful years with FRC. So what's it all about? Well, we know it's about robots and technology and STEM and analysis and community and sponsors, co-opetition, gracious professionalism, leadership. It's about so many things that can be kind of confusing at times, but I think it's actually simpler than that. I think it's about your future. In fact, it's about our future. In your career, you guys are going to deal with some very big, complex issues. And you're not going to be able to make progress on them unless you practice informed, creative thinking. In fact, you're going to have to do all three all the time. Now, informed is relatively straightforward. It's about training. You can train yourself. And you may train yourself, for example, to program the robot. Creative thinking is much more subtle and complex, and it requires education. And there's a great educational opportunity in FIRST. It is enabled by these wonderful mentors that you have. You have at your disposal thousands of incredibly capable people that will help you through this process and help you with this educational experience. In fact, they will enable a mini version of a doctoral program, and that produces a kind of education that we all respect a lot. The professor and the student are working together on a new problem. It contains unknowns. It even contains the dreaded unknown unknowns. Now, I actually think that FIRST may be better than a doctoral program because if you look at FRC, for example, there's some art involved. It's a very intense program. It's more exciting than most doctoral programs. It involves the community, leadership. It is very multidisciplinary. Entrepreneurship is important. So, you can allow yourself to be dominated by what you see in the media, or you can focus your mental energy on the stuff that happens with FIRST. Societies get the best of what they celebrate. It's a no-brainer. This is the best part. So while popular culture is headed in the wrong direction, FIRST is headed in the right direction because you guys will be working with experts. You're going to be working on a job too big, in a time too short, with a budget too small. You're going to be working to very high standards, and you'll be having what Dean calls hard fun. It's layered. There's gracious professionalism, co-opetition, teams, community, sponsors, mentors. There's thousands of volunteers, FIRST staff that work year-round, and you're on top of all those layers. So let's take a look at the you part. You're going to learn a lot about the universe because you will build a robot which obeys all of the laws of Mother Nature. She enforces all of them all the time. That will be a great educational opportunity. You're going to learn about people because you're going to be part of a team, and it simply won't happen unless you understand your colleagues. And you're going to learn a lot about yourself. If you do those things well, you will qualify for what I regard as one of the highest rankings, and that is super nerd. Now, in learning about the universe, in the last century, digging a ditch was regarded as a menial task. I believe in the 21st century, doing things like finite element analysis will be roughly equivalent to digging a ditch. The bar is continuously being raised. You're going to learn a lot about people. You know, if you have the opportunity to work with a group of people that you know that speak the same language, you're all in the same room, that makes design tasks manageable. New technology has enabled you guys to work with people all over the world, and they have different languages and different cultures. The technology is there, but the people skills have to be there in order for that to work well. You need to learn a lot about yourself because in your lifetime there will be more pressure and there will be more rapid change. In my lifetime, this image of a Norman Rockwell classroom was relevant. Now it's not. If you look at smartphones, for example, they change more per week than old black telephones did in several decades. They are a symbol of being connected. That is the good news and the bad news. You're connected all the time. So you live in a high-pressure world that's changing quickly, and that means you better understand yourself. Self, people, and universe. Maintain balance. If you get too focused on things, that's not good. Pay attention to humanism. If you get too focused on human, that's not good either. So try to learn as much as you can about all aspects of what everyone does. It doesn't matter whether you're an artist or an engineer, or whether you're a journalist or a scientist. You need to understand what other people do. If you do that well, you become what I regard as an exemplar of the 21st century broadly educated population. And that will allow you to have rational self-esteem. That's self-esteem based on your own knowledge that you know how to do complex things in complex environments. I think it's important to add another layer: rational passion. Rational passion is passion that's based on things that you really understand, not what some pundit told you should think. In the last few years, rational passion has been swamped by irrational passion. Please help us bring back some rational passion. So coming back to the original question, what is FIRST and FRC all about? Well, I believe it's about learning, it's about feeling good about yourself, making friends, and having fun. And if you do that well, you will honor your mentors and your sponsors and your colleagues, and you will honor yourself. So as I said in the beginning, it's your future, which is in fact our future. Good luck.